This spring, Eddie Reynolds was doing what he always did, working on his farm in Bedford, Virginia, when tragedy struck. He was driving his tractor on U.S. Route 221, which runs adjacent to his farmland, when a tractor trailer passed him from behind. Reynolds, a 73-year-old Virginia farmer, was hit by the truck as he was making a left turn to return to his property. He leaves behind his wife of 51 years as well as two adult sons.
Family reunions meant a lot to him, but so did that farm. And we had to plan events around his farming, whether he had to get up cattle and take them to the market, or whether it was time to cut hay. We had paid for and were going on a trip to Ireland in June. And we planned that to coincide with when was hay cut and when was he going to Chincoteague in July. So he looked at his calendar and he said, okay, these 2 weeks will fit in. I'll be finished all the hay and it won't interfere with me going to Chincoteague. So that was what he loved. And when I said, well, let's downsize, he said, no, not yet. He said, this is the reason I get up in the morning. This is my motivation.
While there are no official statistics on fatalities involving farm equipment on Virginia highways, an unofficial tally by the Virginia Farm Bureau's Young Farmer Committee counted 1 fatal traffic accident last year and 1 so far this year. 12 Virginia farmers died from all farm accidents last year. Farm safety advocates across the state are reminding motorists to pay extra attention when traveling on rural roads.
In certain times of the year when we're moving more equipment because of harvesting and planting, they need to be on the lookout for slow-moving vehicles and realize that these pieces of equipment don't move as fast as other vehicles. They are very large and they take up a large portion of the road.
Farming was always a big part of Eddie Reynolds' life. In addition to serving in the Navy during the Vietnam War, Reynolds also mentored younger kids interested in farming and other pursuits. Reynolds was driving his tractor in a no-passing zone on that tragic day this past April. The driver who hit him ignored the no-passing signs and the solid yellow stripes on the road. Modern technology has also played a role in the increasing distractions motorists face.
I think that when you are driving in a rural area, you need to always be on the lookout for slow-moving vehicles and other, quick turns and unanticipated road changes. So when you're in a rural area, you really, really do need to take a different approach towards your driving. You need to be much more attentive and much more focused on what's going on the road around you.
A new high school driver education video has been produced by DriveSmart Virginia with the support of the Virginia Farm Bureau Federation. It drives home some of the most important tips to remember when driving on county roads. Some of the highlights include: be patient, allow time and space to pass, signal before passing, don't use your horn as a warning. The farmer's equipment is loud enough he probably won't even hear it. And don't wait for a signal to pass. Ultimately, it's your decision as the driver to go around the farm vehicle. Remember that farm vehicles are heavy equipment and don't have the same safety features as passenger vehicles.
Tractors are not designed that way. These are not your typical fender benders. These are serious accidents that cause serious injuries. And an injury to a farmer can not only mean life-changing injuries, but it can cause, devastating effects to that operation and that farm and the family as well.
It's a point Eddie Reynolds' family understands only too well. Pictured here with his cousin, Nicole Johnson, Reynolds was a veteran and a familiar face at Bedford's National D-Day Memorial, where he led tours and helped behind the scenes to honor the more than 4,000 Allied soldiers who were killed during that historic invasion. For Reynolds, the connection was personal. 2 of his uncles were among the 20 Bedford County men who died on Omaha Beach. He also took part in town parades and was well known in the Bedford County community.
He lived every day to the fullest. He really loved life and he loved people.
Virginia farmers hope spreading the message to slow down on rural roads will mean no other farm family will lose someone like Eddie Reynolds. In Bedford County, Virginia, I'm Burke Moeller reporting.